Introduction. We throw garbage every day from our homes, schools, shops and offices, etc. Waste materials or rubbish, especially household waste, are called garbage. The peels of fruits and vegetables, leftover cooked food and fallen leaves of potted plants are thrown away as garbage. All the packaging materials are useless and go out as garbage. The waste paper also generates garbage. Many old and useless metal objects, discarded shoes and slippers are also thrown away as garbage. If the garbage is not removed from our surroundings, it will become dirty and is a good breeding ground for mosquitoes, flies and disease causing due to them. In this chapter, we will learn about the ways of disposal of garbage, how to reduce the generation of garbage. Dealing with garbage. Sanitary officers or Safai Karmachari of the area collect the garbage and put it into big garbage dumps constructed by municipality at various locations called as landfill. Garbage has two components, useful components and useless components. Those things present in garbage that can be converted into useful products, recycled or reused are called useful components. The useful component can be converted into compost or can be recycled or reused. Those things present in garbage which can neither be used in any way nor recycled are called useless components. The first step in dealing with garbage is to separate useful part of the garbage from non-useful part. It is then spread over landfill and covered with a layer of sand. Once the landfill is completely full, it is usually converted into a park or a playground. Activity. Collect the garbage from your house before it is thrown into dustbin. Separate it into two groups as follows. Group A. Garbage from kitchen like fruits and vegetable peels, eggshells, waste food, tea leaves, newspapers, dry leaves and paper bags in this group. Group B. Pieces of cloth, polythene bags, broken glass, aluminium wrappers, nails, old shoes and broken toys. Put one heap from Group 1 and one heap from Group 2 in two separate plastic bags. Tie the mouth of these two bags tightly. Put all the heaps in separate pits and cover them with soil. Remove the soil after 1 month and observe the changes in the garbage. The observations are: garbage from Group A, that is garbage made of fruit and vegetable peels, leftover cooked food, tea leaves, eggshells, etc., rots completely to form a black-looking substance resembling soil. This means that all the waste material present in garbage have been decomposed by the microorganisms present in the soil. They are biodegradable. On the other hand, garbage from Group B, that is, which contains polythene and plastic, etc., does not rot at all. It remains as such. This garbage is not decomposed by microorganisms. That is, it is non-biodegradable. On the basis of above activity, it is clear that waste can be of two types, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. The part of garbage that can be decomposed by microorganisms naturally into useful substances is called biodegradable. The part of garbage that cannot be decomposed into useful substances are called non-biodegradable. Nowadays, separate dustbins are provided by municipalities to put different types of wastes. Biodegradable waste is put in a green dustbin and non-biodegradable waste is put in blue dustbin. Non-biodegradable waste can be recycled and reused. Vermicomposting. There are various ways to get rid of garbage. It is known as disposal of garbage. Vermicomposting is one of the methods of disposal of garbage. The method of making compost from kitchen wastes by using red worms is called vermicomposting. The compost made by using red worms is called vermicompost. It is a very high quality manure. Let us perform an activity to prepare vermicompost. Dig a pit around 30 cm deep in the ground at a place which is neither too hot nor too cold. The place should also not get direct sunlight. Spread a chicken mesh at the bottom of the pit. The kitchen garbage containing fruit and vegetable peels, leftover food, etc. is now spread over the chicken mesh or sand layer. Other waste material like green leaves, dried stalks, pieces of paper or newspaper, etc. can also be added. Sprinkle some water in the pit to make layer of garbage wet. Do not use excess of water. The layer of garbage in the pit should not be compressed. The layer of garbage should be kept loose so that it has sufficient air and moisture. Now put some red worms in the pit containing kitchen garbage and other such waste. Cover the pit loosely with a gunny bag or an old sheet of cloth or layer of grass. Once in a few days, mix and move the top layers in the pit. Red worms eat the rotten garbage of the pit as food. Red worms do not have teeth. They have structure in their body called gizzard, which helps in grinding the food which they eat. Powdered eggshells are usually mixed with kitchen waste in the pit. The hard particles of eggshells help the red worms in grinding their food in the gizzard. The excretion of red worms keep collecting in the pit. These excretions of red worms make the vermicompost. Observe the contents of the pit after 3-4 weeks. We will see loose soil-like material in the pit. This is vermicompost. Put some fresh kitchen waste in one corner of the pit. All the red worms will shift towards the corner of the pit containing food. Remove the vermicompost from the vacated part of the pit and dry it in the sunshine for few hours. Vermicompost is now ready to use. Vermicompost can be used as an excellent manure. Only the garbage containing plant and animal waste can be converted into compost by red worms. The garbage containing plastics, glass and metal objects cannot be converted into compost by red worms. The advantage of vermicompost is that it is cheap and is a natural manure. Plastics, boon or a curse. Harmful effects of plastics. In our daily life, many things such as water bottles, bags, water pipes, pens, shoes, cups, plates, chairs, electric wires, table, toys, etc. are used which are made up of plastic. This makes plastic boon for us. But The plastic becomes a curse when we use things made up of plastics excessively and do not disposing it in proper way. All types of plastics cannot be recycled. Some of the harms of plastics are non-biodegradable. Thus, plastic bags thrown carelessly on the roads get into drains and sewers and block them. During heavy rains, they choke sewers and flood-like situation may occur. Sometimes household garbage is thrown in plastic bags. Cattle may feed on them. In doing so, they can eat plastic, which harms them. Sometimes cattle may die because of eating plastic. The burning of plastic materials gives out harmful gases, which can cause many health problems. The gases given out of burning of plastic can even cause cancer. What can we do to reduce the generation of garbage? The more garbage we generate, the more difficult to get rid of it. Some of the ways to reduce the generation of garbage are: we should dispose of our kitchen garbage by vermicomposting to obtain high-quality manure for our plants. We should not throw plastic bags here and there. We should make full use of paper in our notebooks, etc. by writing on both sides. Used newspaper, magazines and notebooks, etc. should be sent for recycling. We should give old clothes and books to someone who can use them. We should use and buy products with least packaging. We should recycle plastic wherever possible. Garbage disposal is not the responsibility of the government only. It is also the responsibility of each one of us. Follow 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle.